Marietta. I'm a clairvoyant, medium, and psychic. So let's start today with the first fire sign for the month of April. So these are general readings. They're not personal readings. And if you wish to have a personal reading, you can go to my website, marietta.com. So let's start for Aries, which is from about the 22nd of March till the 22nd of April. I will draw a card. I shuffled the cards beforehand. I cleansed the cards. I cleansed the room. There are all these candles burning for good energy, protection, and just to have a bit of a lighter energy, because I want to give you information that you can use as inspiration or as warning, but to actually act accordingly and have positive new intentions and maybe just a way shower for the month of April. Let's first draw a card for the past, then for the present. This is for Aries, and then for the future, and then a challenge card, which means what you really need to look at, but also something that is an obstacle. Okay. For Aries, in the past, there was some other incident with a celebration. It might have just been your birthday. And it's definitely the Three of Cups, which is a celebration, a wedding, a get-together, a birthday, just something really nice and joyful. For the present, we have the Three of Rods, which is that you're actually waiting for certain things to come through, most likely for certain things to come through work-wise. That's my feeling, that you wait for the ships to come in. It's a very stagnant card. So at the moment, you're not very active. But in the future, it seems like you're dealing with a woman who's very much a financially orientated, practical woman that deals with money or is very good at money, or that you present in the future this independent, self-sufficient person, that you're suddenly in a place where you feel you've come to a certain place, career-wise, financially-wise, where you're a bit more stable. The major challenge is the Sun card. This is the obstacle, sorry. The obstacle is the Sun card, which normally is a very positive card in terms of joy and happiness. But if it's an obstacle card, which it is in this deck, then it means just be aware that you cannot spend at the moment too much time being with your family and just focusing on your family life and all the celebrations and all the happiness around you, instead of putting the focus on your work. The challenge is that you actually need to have more than enough money to even give to the beggar, or to have more enough money to know that you're actually in a good position financially, that you can pay everybody and that there is more than enough money. I want to draw today a card for you from the Angels, God and Goddesses card as an extra message for Aries. What do I need to know for Aries? For Aries, it says you're being encouraged to take a leading role in your current situation, which links with the goddess of sacred power, which I also see in the future as that you need to take a leading role in your future, in your career, in your financial situation, and also empowering yourself as a successful man or woman. And then I want to draw you a card for extra advice. This is for Aries. And it says, I make a difference. I count. So this is for Aries, wishing you well. Now we'll do a reading for Leo, which are the people that are born between 22nd of July and 22nd of August, or 21st, 22nd, 23rd, depending which year, but this is for Leo. First, we're going to put a card down for the past. What do I need to know for Leo? Remember, these are just general readings. If they do not resonate with you, then just let them go. If they resonate, then you have some input. For Leo, 22nd of July till 22nd of August, the past, the present, and the future. And then what is a real obstacle? And what is a challenge? In other words, where do you need to focus on? The past was a sudden event that was upsetting or awakening, or you suddenly had to change jobs, or you had to move, or you had a sudden news that was upsetting to you, or you found out about something that wasn't really very pleasant. Where in the present, you need to take a leap of faith with whatever it is. When it's in your personal life, then it might be that you had a very bad news about your marriage, or about an affair, or I feel this is more personal. And if it's career-wise, even personal and career-wise, you need to look forward like the fool, looking forward and saying, with hope, I take a leap of faith into a new life, new career, or new relationship, or just taking new steps into a new direction. Although the future brings unnecessary anxiety, if you deal with anxieties because you have to deal with a lot of fears, just remember that these swords are above you, and normally in some other cards we have a beautiful kilt here with beautiful colors. So don't miss out on the things that you're grateful for, because then the anxieties are just ideas, fears that are not as yet reality. In other words, false evidence appearing as real in the future. So really deal with the new life, being able to make new decisions, choices, not being scared of change, and just accepting that change is inevitable here. The obstacle is that at the moment, maybe what is lacking is the right amount of money, or that you don't have the increase, or that you got the increase, but at the moment it doesn't help you with the unpleasant news or sudden shock that came in. So do not just hold on to your money or look for a promotion, but really deal with it in a different way, that you balance out, because the challenge is to balance out your home life, your love life, your career life, that you can make more balanced decisions and choices going forward. So do not lose your sanity over these sudden changes, but make decisions from a higher perspective, to actually look at the whole situation and say, I need to be the one who's more mature, who's adulted in this position, and outside circumstances do not at the moment define your future. The card of the angels, gods, and goddesses here as extra advice for Leo is the card of Angel of New Life. An exciting new chapter in your life is about to unfold. So see your new life as something completely new that you move into like the Fool. Let go of the anxieties because they're just false evidence appearing real. Be active. Do not cling to the past in terms of money or possessions, and keep a balance in how you move forward. Remember, we can only focus on one thing at the time. So don't scatter yourself and actually see it as, although we often don't know it, that new life can bring so many new adventures and exciting new opportunities, and not just doom and gloom. Then the card of an extra message, extra advice for Leo is the card of belief in limits creates limited people. So that's what we also said is expect an exciting life. See it as a new opportunity, although it might have been in the past quite a shocking revelation. This is then for Leo. And if you want to get hold of me for personal reading, please go to mariettatiernison.com. Let's now go over to Sagittarius. For those are the people from 21st, 22nd of November to 21st, 22nd, 23rd of December. I will shuffle. What do I need to know for December? For the Sagittarian people. For the Sagittarian people, what do I need to know for the past? For the present? For the future? What is a real obstacle? And what is the challenge? In other words, what would be the best way to go about this? So the past has to do with the Emperor, which means that one needs to bring order to life, have a very orderly life, take care of your life in a practical manner, be very systematic, practical, and orderly like the Emperor. That was the past. Where the present is the Page of Swords, which is a lot of new intellectual stuff, a lot of new messages that come through, a lot of new learning that is quite scary to the page, because it's like learning new things that are challenging and learning how to deal with new intellectual, new stuff or new studies or a new territory. So not as yet a mature individual in this field, but it might be just all the new knowledge that is challenging. And then in the future, it seems that there is moving away from troubles, maybe for a weekend or for a trip or taking a short break or taking a short trip. And the real obstacle here is the Nine of Swords, which is again that Sagittarians should avoid falling into anxieties and having fears and being anxious about things that haven't happened as yet. The best way to deal with this is the King of Pentacles. In other words, this is a mature adult, either male or female, for Sagittarians, that they need to represent this person who deals with his finances, with his career, with his life in a very practical way. In other words, grounded in this physical world, to deal with everything as it comes along, because it's a very adult card. It's an adult card in all ways, maybe a bit boring, but being very practical with it from day to day. Now the card of the angels, gods, and goddesses for Sagittarians. Someone you love is thinking fondly of you at the moment. Goddess of oneness. So do not forget, Sagittarians are normally very philosophical people, also very much people that need their faith, that are often tuned into other realms, that they need to know that even though we live best in a physical world and we're quite practical people, that we always have guidance, even from people that have passed on. We always have divine energies to protect us, and with prayer, we can always have these protection around us. And as far as I know, I've always seen Sagittarians to have extra protection right through my life. And then the card for a message. For Sagittarians is the following as message. It says, I will trust and enjoy life's process. I will trust and enjoy life's process. With that, the fire signs are done. I will now move into the earth signs. And if you want a personal reading, go to mariettatiernissen.com. Thank you. Till next month.